Okay, good morning and welcome back to the show. This is the Y in the morning. Remember, the hashtag is still Y in the morning. This is the favorite segment, the sports roundup, where I give you the updates of the weekend. Nini Makweki ya pen during the weekend. Remember, there's a lot of games that have been played. We had the Champions League just yesterday, that is on Tuesday and Wednesday. Also, we had the KPL, then imechezwa some fixtures imechezwa jana, where we had Shabana, vijana wa Gusii did their thing pale against Mathare United. And also we had some EPL matches during the weekend. Of course, EPL being on a short break, but ikarudi tena during the weekend. And also this weekend, we have one game of the week. That is Arsenal versus Chelsea. We'll meet on Sunday. So tumeweka social media post pale on our Facebook and also on Instagram. So just go there, comment. Who do you think will win this weekend? Will Chelsea win or will Arsenal win? Remember, the game will be held at at Emirates. Chelsea going to travel all the way to Emirates. So just make some comments pale, be sampling some of them. Tukiendelea tukimalizia na show tutajua mambo itakuwa vipi. Anyway, my name is James John and I'll give you the sports roundup. Nimekweki happen and I'm not alone in the studio kama kawaida. I'm joined by one gentleman mwenye anapenda sana Manchester City na Haaland pale. That is Osano Frederick. So Frederick, welcome back to the studio.
Thank you so much.
Mambo imekuwa vipi bana? Naona kidogo mnaweza poa Real Madrid.
Mambo imekuwa poa sana. My weekend has been fantastic and also my week, although baridi kidogo here and there jiji kuku, but everything is fine.
Tulikataa kutafuta bibi, sasa ukituambia mambo ya baridi. Anyway, I'm talking about Manchester City. So far mnaweza sema haji. Mnataka ligi pia nyinyi?
I think we are still in the title race, to be specific. Because you look at the points right now, I think we have a game in hand, and if we win that match, we'll be 2 points adrift of Arsenal, who are the league leaders.
Mafans wanasema hawataki ifs and buts.
Yes,
they want wins.
We are winning all our matches, so I think we are still in the title race. Hapo bado tuko na
mnasumbua
bado tuko.
Okay, kwa fans when you maybe know the first time seeing you, unaweza ambia who is Osano Frederick?
Okay, thank you so much once again. My name is Osano Frederick, born and raised in Kitale, and I'm an upcoming journalist, although still in the making. I'm also a sports and political analyst, content creator, a YouTuber, and also recently I'm into blogging a little bit. So I do quite a number of things, and I'm grateful for that.
Jack of all trades.
Yes.
Anyway, just go to the social media event. We have put up a post pale tukiuliza, will London be red or blue this weekend? So make sure you just comment. Who do you think your favorite to win? Ama itakuwa draw. Just comment. Then I'll be sampling some of the few comments. So I want us to start here at home. When there's a lot of things that have been going on. We had the KPL that has been played. Mebakisha games kama 8 so far.
Yes.
Your games ziishe. Then we also have the WPL, that is FKF, WPL, the women's side of the league, and also we have the National Super League venye kijana wadogo pale in the second tier league wanang'ania kuja to the Kenya Premier League. And also we have now the FIFA series where our Harambee Stars will be going. Remember, our Harambee Starlets pia wanagojea the WAFCON, and also the Rising Starlets kidogo walipigwa pale na Tanzania, but that's a story for another day. So we have the Harambee Stars finally back to action kidogo. Tulikuwa tumeanza kusahau mambo ya Benny McCarthy. So there's this FIFA series that will be played in Kigali, where there's comprised of 4 teams. Then zitapatana game ya kwanza will play against Kenya versus Estonia. Then after that we'll play against the next game will be Rwanda against Grenada. Sasa inakuwa after hizo games zimechezwa hizo 4, so loser kwa match game 1 atacheza na loser kwa match game 2.
Match game 2.
Yeah. Then winner match game 1 atacheza na winner wa match ya pili. Then ndo tujue kama nani atabeba kwa tournament. So Kenya versus Estonia, what do you expect from our Harambee Stars?
Okay, first of all, I think it is a good there are good features. Grouping nimeona iko sawa, and I think as you've said, tulikuwa forget about the Harambee Stars. It's been a while since they were in action. I remember the last time they were in action. They played against Senegal, and those guys humiliated us very, very badly. So I think this round time, I hope Benny McCarthy tumemwona akiwa kwa field. I think I'm still waiting to see his selection, tuone players ambao atawachukua and everything, and also it is also good in preparation kwa sababu unajua next year 2027 we'll be having the African Cup of Nations. So I think it is good for our boys, exposure and everything, and also the new environment. So I think hapo tuko sawa.
Tuko sawa.
Yes.
So what do you expect to see something new kwa team? Maybe tumeona signings kidogo zimeanza kuwa from Kenya to Europe. Do you expect now new call-ups kwa team?
I am expecting a new collapse kwa sababu tukiangalia recently, you said it correctly, recently we have seen so many Kenyans wame move to Europe, for example. The last one I think was Collins Sichenje, ambayo kwa sasa ako kule Charlton Athletics na anafanya vizuri sana kule. So I think I'm expecting some new faces and also vijana wengine tuone wakiingia kwa squad, so that we see how we can strengthen that team in preparing for the Africa Cup of Nations. Yes.
Very well. So we have the Africa Cup of Nations that is be held here at home, Nairobi, the next year. So we are also preparing for that. This is why we have this type of friendlies. Yes. Kidogo, we don't like to talk much about the Senegal match. You are thrashed 8 goals to 0, which was disappointing, but we hope to kick back, and also we hope to see new faces. Yes. Remember, with the new exposure, new maybe experience, also we have new talents like Tibet.
And also forget about the Senegal match. We saw what Benny McCarthy did during a Chan tournament. So I think we the fans and everybody here, let us all keep our trust in him, tuendelee kumuaminia and atafanya mambo. Yes.
Also motivate our young men.
Yes.
Tunajua when you talk about motivation, tunajua tunaongelea nini. Anyway, I just want now to look at what has been happening here in our own Kenya Premier League, where, as I told you, Shabana played against Mathare United just yesterday, with Shabana picking up a late winner from a header that was in the 90 plus minutes, in the late minute. Yes. So they went on to win the game. Now they are tied 40 points with AFC Leopards, but remember, Shabana has played 22 games. Leopards has only played 20 games, then Gor Mahia 21 games. So Gor Mahia still on top of the table, then we have AFC Leopards, then we have Shabana. So I just want to ask Osano, unadhani vijana wa Gusii wanaweza fika top 2 ama top 1?
First of all, as an AFC Leopard fan, I am a little bit worried because wanakuja na ubaya sana.
But you still have 2 games. Ni 2, yeah, 2 games at hand.
2 games at hand. But you know, they are not guaranteed, but wacha tu tuseme tuwapatie benefit of doubt, because AFC Leopards also have been playing some fantastic matches this season. So I think speaking about Shabana, I think Shabana pia this season wamekuwa on fire, kwa sababu ukiangalia the last 5 matches, I think they have won 4 out of the last 5 matches. And the last one was yesterday against the Slum Boys, Mathare United. Yeah. Yes. So I think Shabana, I think what it is also helping them is the mid-season signings that they made during that January, I think, transfer. So I think pressure iko pale, lakini pale kwa sioni kama watamaliza, watatoa pale AFC Leopards.
Okay, so we saw Shabana make a new deal with that hospital, I think Oasis. I think that organization. So it will be covering, I think, about a 10 million deal to be covering all the medical issues. So Shabana, in terms of medical, wako covered. Yes. So also we saw like they have that with the sport pesa, of course. Kuna. So do you think Shabana itakuwa one, let's say, looking at it in the next 5 years, do you think they might win the title in the next 5 years? Ama they be one of the top teams now in the Kenya Premier League, already established in the Kenya Premier League?
I think one of the key factors for a team in order to compete for titles and everything, the overall everything, I think it is always finance. And as you've said, right now they have signed a deal with that hospital, and also they are being sponsored by Sport Pesa. So I think pesa ikikuwa, unajua pesa ikikuwa mahali, will have that advantage of signing new players and everything, na strengthening your team in terms of like everything. So I think in the next few years, na vile tumeona the season vile wamekuja na ubaya, I think the next few season, even let us speak about next season, there'll be a team to watch. Yes.
Okay, now Shabana played against Mathare United, as I've told you. Now they picked up a late winner from George Onyango in the 90+8 minute to seal the win for them and give them yet again another clean sheet. Yes. So remember, in the last 7 games that they have played so far, they have won 5, drawn 2. So Shabana, I think they are finishing up the season very, very strongly with I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 clean sheets, which is an amazing start, to be honest. I think the only game that they conceded was against APS Bometo. They went on to draw 3-3 draw, but Shabana is also doing amazing. Now they are sitting number 3 with same points as FC Leopards, na vile tumesikia kijana wa FC Leopards akisema wameanza kutishwa na Shabana. So my question is, FC Leopards, Alfred Ambani alisema wanataka title this season. Kama Shabana inawatisha, what about Gor Mahia?
Okay, I think speaking about this season, tumeona vitu ambavyo Fred Ambani has done. I think together with his brother Boniface Ambani as the president, and I think even if AFC Leopard will not win, will not clinch the title this season, I think with the current squad and with the current squad and the players and everything, if Fred Ambani will maintain the team and the squad, I think in this season, next season, FC Leopards is another team to watch. Yes. So I think this season is it is not yet over. I think we still have some 2 matches at hand, and if we win that, will be 3 points to catch up with Gor Mahia. And I think
if you win the next game, you'll be.
And yes,
I think if you win also, I think let me just look. Yeah, if you win the next game, you'll be 43 points. Then you'll be only 3 points behind the Gor Mahia. We are now the top league.
Top league, and I think that one also will be very good, because if, for example, let's say if AFC Leopard, both of them will manage to win the remaining fixtures, I think the Mashemeji Derby will be the one to decide
the decide of
the title.
Yeah.
Yes.
We want to see the next Mashemeji Derby. Remember Gor Mahia walichapwa.
Yes,
FC Leopards the Mashemeji Derby. So we want to see if it will be a decider. Tunataka sana ikuwe ni the difference only the 3 points. Ndio tukienda hiyo game ikuwe nyingine moto sana.
Yes.
Anyway, another game that was played yesterday was Bandari. They faced against Nairobi United. Nairobi United has not been registering good results. The last win they had was against Bidco, which was played last weekend. So they played against Bandari this midweek, where they went on to draw 1-1 draw. So do you really, tunasema Nairobi United are really doing, let's say, average, the way we expected them to do to just survive in the league?
Yes.
So far, we did not expect much about Nairobi United, yeah.
Yeah, we're not expecting much about them, because we've seen how I think playing back in the CAF Confederation Cup was a little bit iliwa demotivate kiasi.
That's a run to forget. Yes. They
So
be willing to forget all that. Yeah.
But I think they still have a chance. Bado kuna the matches, bado wakuna a lot of matches to play in the league, and if they shift their focus now to the league, now that they are not competing in any other title, I think also watamanage kufika mahali kumaliza somewhere.
Kumaliza top.
Yes.
So Nairobi United so far is sitting at number 9 with 29 points, but they only played 19 games. So they have an extra 3 games to play. So if they're going to win that game, who knows? Maybe they'll be in the title race. But they went on to draw against Bandari. Another game that was played during this midweek was Tusker versus Murang'a Seals, where Tusker got a win. That is a 1-0 win over Murang'a Seals. Then in the weekend now, kwenye kulikuwa na drama, we had Gor Mahia play against KCB, where Gor Mahia thrashed the Bankers 3-0. An amazing performance from Gor Mahia. So do you think Gor Mahia are they really stable even after losing Austin Odhiambo? Are they really back to being stable kabisa?
At some point we can say they are stable, but also first of all, congratulations to them and kudos. That was a brilliant performance from them as the title contenders. You know, scoring 3 goals quick in the first half. Although I was a little bit disappointed in the second half.
It's a rival fan.
Yeah. So I think right now that result, I think it has naona ni kama the team now is stable. Tukiangalia kwa sababu ukiangalia kupiga KCB, and also kwa sasa naona pale in the league bado they are wanashtua wanaenda kuenda. So I think Gor Mahia wako sawa, and they know how to do these things. They have been doing it over the season, and this season also
they're still doing it.
Naona ni kama bado, lakini bado tuko pale.
So Gor Mahia are still the title holders when you're kona history ya KPL with the most titles. And yeah, they're still topping this season. Tuone kama watabeba. Remember last season was Kenya Police who managed to carry the title. But this season maybe look the favorite for Gor Mahia and also FC Leopards, without even forgetting Shabana. Shabana pia imekuwa ikishtua. So the last time Gor Mahia actually lost a match was during the Mashemeji Derby, where they lost 1-0 to Leopards, and also before that was APS Bomet. APS Bomet ikawapiga 4 goals to 1, but they showed their capability against APS Bomet, where they thrashed APS Bomet 2 goals to 1. So we want to see if the next Mashemeji Derby itakuwa the same. Will Gor Mahia, what do you predict kwanza kama fan? Nadhani Gor Mahia sasa inaweza wachapa kweli.
I think the boys right now, the courage, the confidence is there. So I think that match, Gor Mahia has been beating AFC Leopards for a very longest time. Yeah. But this round time this season, the first leg, they were beaten 1-0, and now the second leg, as I have said earlier, I think this Mashemeji Derby will be the title decider. So I think that match will not be easy, to be honest, because you look at both teams, they're keeping their momentum. There are consecutive wins, and they're flying high. So I think itakuwa mechi ngumu sana. Yes.
Okay, so we had Kenya Police play against APS Bomet. Remember, Kenya Police, as they doing terribly, sitaki hata kuangalia mambo ya Kenya Police. So they played against APS Bomet, who were under new management, of course, for APS Bomet. Went on to draw 0-0 draw. Nothing much to talk about that game, but about Kenya Police. What happened to Kenya Police? Is it the management ama ni nini? What really happened to Kenya Police? They are not even tunasema they're not playing to their best level yet.
I think changing management, I think sometimes always affects the players at some point. But let us hope the new management will get them back to the glory days where we have always seen them. But speaking about APS Bomet, also have been shocking some very big teams. So it was not a surprise for me drawing against them.
Yeah, the battle of the army.
Yes.
That is the Kenya Police now, wanajeshi wa APS Bomet. Anyway, we also had Shabana during the weekend play against Tusker. Remember Tusker only after wamefuta their former coach, now bringing up Julian Mete as the new head coach. Alianza vibaya, but alijiredeem against Moranga Seals, where you won the second game against Moranga Seals. So we want to see Tusker with the new management watamaliza wapi this season. So we also had Leopards play against Posta Rangers. We have Leopards, of course, thrashed Posta Rangers 2 goals to 1. Then we had Mara Sugar against Ulinzi Stars, where Mara Sugar against Ulinzi Stars, Mara Sugar went on with the win. That is a 2-1 win over Ulinzi Stars. Also we had Moranga play against Bandari. Bandari yet again thrashing Moranga Seals 3 goals to 2. Then we had Nairobi United during the weekend play against Bidco. Then they went on to win 3 goals to 0. Then we had Kakamega Homeboys against Sofapaka. Sofapaka yet again being thrashed 2 goals to 0. So table inakaa hivi. Gor Mahia still sitting at the top of the table. 21 games played so far. They have 46 points. Then number 2 is FC Leopards with 20 games played. They have 40 points. That is a point difference of 6 points, but an extra game at hand. Ama tuseme tu an extra 2 games at hand due to match day 22.
Yes.
So we have Shabana played all the 22 games. They have 40 points. That means they are tied with FC Leopards. So we want to see nani atabeba hiki kombe. Remember we are at match week 22. I think 7 more to go. So title sasa tunasema inakimbiza vizuri wenye tunapenda. Then we have number 4 is Kakamega Homeboys with 34 points. Then Moranga Seals at number 5 with 33 points. Then we have Bandari at number 6 with 32 points. Then Police at number 7. At least they're not below number 10. They are at number 7 with that 1 point. Then we have Tusker at number 8 with that 1 point. Then Nairobi United played only 19 games. They are at number 9 with 29 games. That means they are tied with KCB, who has played 21 games, at number 10 with 29 points as well. Then we have Mathare United at number 11 with 26 points. Then we have Mara Sugar at number 13, number 12 that is, with 24 points. Then number 13 is Posta Rangers with 24 points. Then APS Bomet at number 14 with 19 points. Then number 15 is Kariobangi Sharks with 19 points. Then the teams that are likely to be relegated now to the second tier league, that is the National Super League, is number 16 is Ulinzi Stars with 18 points. Then we have number 17 Bidco United with 16 points. Then the last team now at number 18 is, of course, Sofapaka with 14 points. So the last time we were here tuliongea ukaniambia Sofapaka ishakaa mbaya inakaa kurelegate. So are you still standing with the point ama unasema we have changed your mind?
I'm not changing my mind. I think Sofapaka currently sioni kama wataona next season in the league. And also speaking about Ulinzi and Bidco, I think when you look at the points, I think up to number 12 there, I think the difference is only like 3 points. So I think that one shows you that not everybody is safe. Yes, that is only one match. Yes, you lose a match and the other one wins and unashukisha kule chini. So I think it is still very tight kule chini. Mambo bado ni tight, but tukiangalia kama Sofapaka, speaking of Sofapaka, sioni bado I'm still standing with my
Okay, so Sofapaka will be facing Police this weekend, which is again another tough match for Sofapaka. So yes, we have to see kama Police watajiredeem finally. See, maybe they get a win against Sofapaka. So we have also KCB against Leopards. Can you do the same thing Gor Mahia did against KCB?
I think that one also will be another interesting match to watch. And I think with AFC Leopards, with the momentum that they're having, I think that one also, they'll have to win that match.
Then Gor Mahia will be facing Mathare United. So we want to see which weekend kama itaenda side ya nani. Unajua yezi enda side ya kila mtu.
But also, speaking of Mathare United this season has not been there. So I think also that one also
that's an easy match for them.
Yeah.
Okay, so we want to look at the National Super League, that is the NSL. We want to quickly just look at it, tuangalie mambo imekuwa aje, tuangalie nani tunadhani atakuja the Kenya Premier League. Remember we talked about Mombasa United pale, we talked about Mofa, we talked about Migori. Then I think the top three now, the favorites now to come to be promoted to the National Super League. So we had during the weekend, that is, we had Equity Bank play against Kibera. Equity Bank getting a 2-1 win over Kibera. Then Soi against Neighbors getting a 1-0 win over Soi United. Then we had Kabati against Mwatate. Kabati beating Mwatate 2-0. Finally Kabati, at least they're still on their winning ways. Then we had Luanda Villa face against Talanta. Talanta getting a 1-0 win over Luanda Villa. Then Gucha Stars shocked Migori after beating Migori 2-0. Then we had Nairobi City play against Fortune Sacco. Nairobi City getting a 3-2 win over Fortune Sacco. Then we had Kisumu All Stars yet again be beaten by 3KFC 2-0. Then we had Vihiga United play against Zoya Sugar getting a 4-0 win over Vihiga United. Then Darajani Gogo played against Mombasa United. Mombasa United getting a 2-1 win over Darajani Gogo. So this is how the table looks like. We have Mombasa United number 1 still with 40 points. Then we have Mofa only with 1 less game, and they have played 19 games played so far. They have 38 points. Then number 3 is Migori with that 7 points. So those are the top 3 that are likely now to be promoted to the Kenya Premier League. Then the last 4 now who are likely to be demoted is Kisumu All Stars, then Mwatate United, then Vihiga Queens. Then we have MCF, of course. If you know the story of MCF, they chose to forfeit all their matches. Wakasema tumechoka na ligi, but it's because of financial constraints. So you think it's still a major problem kwa the grassroots, mostly in the grassroots football, and you establish more in the Kenya Premier League.
Yes, you know, down there, you know, convincing even getting sponsors is a little bit hard for most teams. And I think, and you know, finances is everything. Every football club depend on finances in order to run the activities and even sign new players and even pay their salaries and everything. So I think hapo kwa pesa kidogo bado ni chini tukisonga kule kwa National Super League and even our county leagues also. And I think this one also is a call up to even the government and everybody and the stakeholders and even the FKF kwa sababu grassroots hapo ndio huwa tunapata scout talents and everybody. So I think inafaa waangalie kule waone and they do something.
Yeah, they should really support those talents because they are future stars.
Yes.
Okay, so I want us to look at the FKF, that is the WP at the women's side now. Tuangalie mambo ilikuwa vipi. We had a Kibera Soccer women play against Soccer Assassin, where Kibera Soccer women's got a 2-1 win over Soccer Assassins. Then we had Zitex Park play against Kisumu Starlets. Kisumu All Starlets yet again being thrashed 2-0, but I think that was they forfeited the match, so that means an automatic 2-0 win for Zitex Sparks. Then we had Gideon Starlets play against Bungoma Queens and Gideon Starlets 0-0 draw. Then we had Kisped Queens played against Kayole Starlets getting a 4-1 win over Kisped Queens. Then this week, that is just yesterday, we had Bungoma Queens played against Soccer Assassins. They got a 1-1 draw each. So this is how the table looks like. We have Kenya Police Bullets still number 1, then Viga Queens at number 2, then Ulinzi Starlets at number 3, then Zitex Sparks at number 4, then we have Trinity Starlets at number 5, then Kibera Soccer Women at number 6, then we have Kayole Starlets at number 7, then at number 8 we have Bungoma Queens, then at number 9 we have Soccer Assassins, then number 10 is Gideon Starlets, then we have number 11 Kisped Queens, then of course Kisumu All Starlets have been forfeited all the matches at number 16 with a -4 points. So that's how the teams look like. So I want us now to shift gears back to Europe, to pande ndege kidogo, tuangalie Europe, tuangalie well the UEFA Champions League playoff zilikuwa na yaje, na also we after hapo tunawapeleka hadi England moja pale hadi England, tuangalie the English Premier League, tuangalie how did the weekend was for Chelsea. Disappointing maybe, for Manchester United we don't know, we just look at it. Then Arsenal, of course they won their game, and also we have Tottenham pale ilicheza na Manchester City, not forgetting they played against Newcastle. So it's a lot to look at, and also we have the Champions League. But before we do that, just go to all our social media at Y254 channel. Kuna post tumeweka pale hivyo tukiuliza this weekend, who do you predict will win at Chelsea versus Arsenal? Who do you predict will win that game? So make sure you go comment pale, then I'll be sampling some of the few comments tukiendelea. So I just want us to look at the Champions League. Tuanze pale. We had a lot of games that were played, but of course the game of the playoffs was Real Madrid against Benfica. Remember in the first leg we talked about it. Kuna some things were going on about racism this and racism that, but Real Madrid managed to go with a 1-0 win away to Benfica. So Benfica now this Wednesday traveled all the way to Santiago Bernabeu, where they faced Real Madrid for the second leg, where they played, and of course Real Madrid got a 2-1 win over Benfica. Did you expect much from that game, Amaya? Of course ilikuwa iisha to Real Madrid with the win.
Okay, I expected some maybe Benfica will turn it around, but
Real Madrid tunawajua.
But again, they didn't have Jose Mourinho had been already red carded, so he wasn't in the touchline. I think that one also affected them. And also again, you know, Bernabeu, you know, the atmosphere there is always not
favorable for the opponents.
It's not always easy to the opponents. So at some point I expected maybe some turnaround, because again 1-0 pia si ati ni bao mingi sana, na ukiangalia vile tuliona mechi vile ilikuwa, Benfica I think scored the first one, and Real Madrid came and then equalized, and they came to the match. Vinicius akamaliza game. So I think Benfica hapo pia ingekuwa ngumu kidogo kwao.
So after winning now, Real Madrid might face Manchester City next. So what do you expect from that game? Nadhani mnaweza toa if you face Real Madrid, nadhani mnaweza itoa kweli.
First of all, I don't know why UEFA always huwa wanatuonea sana,
Don't
kwa sababu
blame
ukiangalia
UEFA.
every season we always at some point, if not in the group stages, maybe in the round of 16 or the quarterfinals, at some point you always see
Manchester City. I think
versus Real Madrid.
hizo timu mbili ndio mmecheza sana.
Ndio wamecheza sana. And but we are hoping to meet them. I think also looking at now at the squad right now, I can say we are confident we might eliminate them, because ukiangalia tumeweza ku reinforce even our defense and everything. Our midfield iko sawa, tukiangalia although pale kwa striking kidogo Erling Haaland amekuwa blunt a little bit, but the squad right now I think we can say we are ready, and tunaomba sana tupatie or even bring that board.
So Real Madrid might face Sporting or Manchester City next, but my fans, of course, we want to see Manchester City versus Real yet again. So even Bodo played against Inter Milan. You remember in the first leg they thrashed Inter Milan 3-1. Then the second leg, maybe we expected Inter Milan to show their class, but Bodo waliwaambia bado hamjafika bei. Bodo thrashed yet again Inter Milan 2-1 to kick Inter Milan out of the Champions League. That means Bodo might face Sporting or Manchester City next. So we have Manchester City, Real Madrid, or Manchester City versus Bodo, or Sporting versus Real Madrid, or Sporting versus Bodo. So that's another games to watch. So also in the playoffs, we had Monaco versus Paris Saint-Germain. Remember, Paris Saint-Germain are the current holders of the UEFA Champions League. So they played the first leg where Paris Saint-Germain got a 3-2 win over Monaco. That means they went on with an extra one goal at hand, an extra advantage. So in the second leg now they met, and now they went on to draw 2-2 draw. That means Paris Saint-Germain automatically qualified for the round of 16. So they'll be facing either Barcelona or Chelsea next. Which team do you want to see face? Remember they faced Chelsea last season in the World Cup, the Club World Cup, Chelsea
final.
Kwa chapa 3-0. So I think PSG sana inataka kupatana na Chelsea. Ama do you want to see Mbappe versus Desire Doué?
At some point,
or see Mbappe, Yamal versus Desire
at some point, when you look at both teams, even you can add Chelsea there. When you look at Barcelona, even PSG and Chelsea, they have not been performing well this season. The results have not been convincing at all. And at some point, even that match against Monaco yesterday, I was somehow convinced maybe Monaco might eliminate
do something.
Because ukiangalia PSG this season have not been the same wale tulikuwa tumezoea last season. But of course maybe you can speak of the injuries, some players in and out. Maybe that one has been a key factor in terms of the results. But now speaking about that match, maybe I'm hoping to see maybe you can meet again. Maybe meet again, and then we wait and see if they will do that revenge or anything, because you trust them 3-0 in the Club World Cup, and the whole world was behind PSG.
So we want to see either between Barcelona or Chelsea who is going. Remember the draws are to be done tomorrow, so we want to see who will face PSG next. Will it be Chelsea or Barcelona? Remember, these are the amazing games that we want to see. Also, we had Juventus play against Galatasaray. In the first leg, Galatasaray thrashed Juventus 5-2. Then in the second leg, after extra time, they went on to draw 2-2. But after extra time, Galatasaray got a 3-2. That is, Juventus got a 3-2 win over Galatasaray, but it wasn't enough to take them to the round of 16. That means Galatasaray are going automatically to the round of 16, where they'll be facing either Tottenham or they'll be facing Liverpool, which are an amazing games. I think the round of 16 itakuwa ingine mbaya sana.
It will be finally kabla ya finali.
Okay, we also had Atletico Madrid play against Club Brugge, where remember in the first leg, Club Brugge against Atletico Madrid, they wanted to draw 3-3 draw. Then in the second leg, na Atletico Madrid wakakumbuka chenye walifanyia Barcelona, so wakafufuka tena wakawapiga 4-1. That means Atletico Madrid yet again are going automatically to the round of 16, where they face either Liverpool or Tottenham, which again is another amazing match to see.
Yes.
Also, we had Newcastle play against Karabakh. Remember in the first leg, Newcastle thrashed Karabakh 6-1. Then in the second leg, they managed only to score 3. Then Karabakh managed to score 2. That means Newcastle went home with a 3-2 win over Karabakh, where Newcastle now are going to the round of 16, where they might face either Barcelona or Chelsea. So round D, Chelsea, Nikumoto. Nikumoto. Remember, you'll face either PSG or you'll face either Newcastle. So pick your pick. Then we had Bayern Leverkusen play against Olympiacos, where in the first leg they managed to squander each other, but at the long run, Bayern Leverkusen managed to get that is a 0-0 draw in the second leg, where they managed now to go to the round of 16, where they be facing either Arsenal or Bayern Munich, where again another match. Then we also had Atlanta play against Dortmund. In the first leg, nothing much, just a draw. Then in the second leg now, Atlanta beat Dortmund 4-1, where they're going to automatically to the round of 16, while they face Arsenal or Bayern Munich. So remember, venye nasema might. So tomorrow we might tutajua mbivu na mbichi. Tomorrow the draw will take place, tujue nani ataface nani in the round of 16. Remember, ukishatolewa haimati kama ulimaliza top kwa league phase. anyway, just to finish up, I want to go to the English Premier League to angalia what has been happening. Remember, I've told you the game of the weekend is Arsenal versus Chelsea. So make your prediction. I'll be sampling your comments pale social media really quickly, but I just want you to give the highlight of the weekend. Nini ilikuwa inafanyika kwa English Premier League. Remember, we had Everton play against Manchester United this Monday, where Manchester United kidogo Benjamin Sesko managed to get a 1 goal. That means automatically Manchester United managed to beat Everton late winner. Then we had Tottenham against Arsenal. Yet again, Eberechi is finding his form back again. Anytime he hears Tottenham ni kama anakuwa prime R9. Akawapiga, remember in the first leg walicheza akatoka na hat-trick, then in the second leg akapiga a brace. Even Gyökeres managed to get a brace in that game. So that means Arsenal got a 4-1 win over Tottenham. Then we also had Manchester City against Newcastle. Manchester City registering 2-1 win over Newcastle. That means Manchester City are still in the title race. So sana unataka kubeba title?
I said Italia. We are in the title race. Tuko hapa na tubanduki.
Na mnasumbua.
Na tunasumbua. Na tumeambia Arsenal sasa wakaze kamba. Kila mtu achinde mechi zake.
Okay, so we had Chelsea versus Burnley. Remember Chelsea in this game. They started very early off in the 4th minute getting a goal, but they did not manage to win the match, unfortunately, with a 1-1 draw. Then Aston Villa played against Leeds with a 1-1 draw. Then we had Liverpool against Nottingham Forest. Liverpool getting a 1-0 win. So I just want to tell you the top 5, then ndio tuende kwa comments nijue mmesema nini. At number 1, Arsenal, of course, with 61 points. Then number 2, Manchester City with the next game with 56 points. Then Aston Villa number 3 with 51 points. Then we have Manchester United at number 4 with 48 points. Then Chelsea at number 5 with 45 points, tied with Liverpool at number 6 with 45 points as well. So we want to see this weekend mbivu na mbichi itakuwa nani. Is it Chelsea ama is it Arsenal? So let me just read wenye mafans mmesema pale, nijue mmesema aje. So we had asked the question, will London be blue or red this weekend? Make a prediction. So we have Shadrack, we have It's May Ali anasema Arsenal on top. Then we have Kamau anasema blue is the color, of course. Then we have Woolen Shatter anasema hopefully 3 points for Blues. Then Mkurugezi anasema London is red. Then Shadrack Shadi anasema Chelsea, we pray for you. Then we have Vivotila anasema results will speak. Then we have we have Amzo Dajuni anasema relax, majibu utayapata. So we want to see this weekend nani atapiga nani. So tukimalizia tu sana wape tu your prediction pale Chelsea versus Arsenal, then waambie penye wanda kupata social media.
Yes, thank you so much. I think I'll not speak much about that match, but just a message to our London is Blue Boys. Is this one too. Manchester United, Brentford, Wolves did their thing, and now it is your turn, Chelsea. Just do us that favor, mtushikie hao watu pale juu. Tunataka mtushikie hao watu pale juu. Although it will be a very tight match, but I'm expecting somehow maybe Chelsea might try and bounce back. Even a draw will be a win for us. So and pale social media usisahau tu utanipata tu at Osano Frederick on all the social media platforms, that is Facebook, X, TikTok, everywhere.
Okay, so social media will find me at James John Wieda in the morning up even at Liz Kimani. So make sure you go to the social media. Find me at James John at Liz 48. So make sure you go there, follow up at the numbers. Then Arsenal versus Chelsea, another tough match. So make sure you watch. Then we meet here on Monday and also on Thursday to chambua what happened in the weekend. Remember, Arsenal are still going for the title and really going for it. Manchester City, Manchester United, and Liverpool. And Arsenal is the united opposition. We are going all against Arsenal. By any means, Arsenal should not win the league. So we want to see kama ndovu finally atashushwa. Remember, Chelsea have not managed to win any match against Arsenal in the last 10 games they have played. So we want to see what will happen in the weekend. So with all that, let's meet here next week on Monday and also on Thursday to chambue from Y254 and the staff, all the camera and all the production staff. We wish you a lovely day. Have an amazing day.
Y254. Imagine.